It's a special topic today. The spiritual path is very, very difficult path. On this path, many thousands people dare to walk. But if there are 1,000 people walking, almost 900 people among them, they just think, walk or not walk, go or not go further. And they just think only. They don't take steps. And 100 people, if they have taken the steps, out of 90 people never reach to the goal, never arrive to the destination. Among them only 10 people. And 10 people, because 90 they already lost. And the 10 people, if they arrive to the destination, they don't really reap the fruit. They don't get the real result. Maybe out of 1,000, one person might reap the fruit, might get the final result. All the other 9, maybe they are standing on the bank of the river, but they never have courage to jump into the river. Just imagine there are 2 glasses sitting in front of you. One has milk, one has water. In the milk you put a sugar, and in the water you put a piece of rock. The result is in front of you. After a while, when you taste the milk, it is sweet. It is a good result. But in the water, rock is still sitting. There is no result. Yes, that piece of rock touches the water, but doesn't give you the result. Because it doesn't become one with the water. The sugar becomes one with the milk. That is the result. That's why we don't get results, even though we walk on the path of the spiritual path. Only the thinking, it touches our body, but it doesn't bring the consequences. It doesn't bring the result. It's like putting a piece of rock in the water. You have to be there if you want to do something. Your mind has to be one with it. But the people, what they do, if they are in the temple or into the ashram or visiting even an enlightened master, when they visit there, their mind thinks about business, about the family. But when they are sitting on the shop or in the office, they think about the ashram. They think about the spirituality. I am telling you the truth, that our mind is divided into many segments. And we cannot make one with our mind fully whole. Whole mind cannot be involved on the spiritual path. That's why it is problem. We don't reap the consequences. We don't reap the fruit. Because one is divided in many segments. It doesn't become one. A very popular sect in Japan is called Jain. They are well known to solve the problem, and many people go there to visit. A student went there, has a problem that I cannot meditate, so that you might solve my problem. He went there. The teacher was very happy to see the student, but he was working in the monastery, in the garden. And he asked the question that I cannot find any satisfaction when I do any meditation or do any japa or when I try to repeat the name of God or mantra, whatever. He was keep working in the monastery. After a while, he began to wash his clothes. He started cooking. And he was having a meal. And the student, hours and hours, he said, do you want to answer my question at all? I am here wasting all of my day. He said, just keep watching me. And finally he said, Maybe somebody told me wrong thing. He's not the enlightened one. They are not enlightened one. So he almost went back, like leaving, about to leave. He stopped him. Why don't you stay a couple of days? You came from far away. He decided to stay and just keep watching me. And he watched and watched. He was doing same thing. Morning, he brushes his teeth. He's watching him. He takes shower. He changes his clothes. He has breakfast. He works in the garden. He reads book. He meditates. He does all kind of things. And he said, "Oh, it is nothing to learn from here." After 2 days, he was about to leave. And he said, "Did you learn anything?" No. My answer is no. So look, when I do something, I do wholeheartedly. I put myself there. If I was meditating, I was in meditation. If I was in the garden, I was in the garden. If I was eating, I was eating fully. I enjoyed all the actions, all the kriyas. That is the secret. And you get the result. People don't get the result because they don't do wholeheartedly. And that is the mostly problem. Did you ever notice when a sculptor makes a statue out of a big rock, his hammer, his chisel, the way he works, whatever he thinks that this statue will be coming out from this rock, he works very gently, wholeheartedly, and very, very nicely. He hit the hammer on the chisel very nicely, very gently. And if he is not there, the statue never will come out of it. The sculptor has to be very careful and all the time there. If his mind goes here and there, the statue never is going to come out from the rock. So you have to be there always. But you have a tendency that when you gossip, when you talk, when you hang out with other person, 10 hours pass, you don't even notice. But when you start meditating, or you start repeating mantra, you always watch the time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Because your mind is not there. It cannot be. It touches you like the rock touches in the water or the air touches our body. But no meaning. It passes. It doesn't bring the result. It doesn't become one like sugar in the milk. That's what you need to do. The spiritual path is like a needle. A needle, through the needle, you can, if you have a thorn in your foot or anywhere, so you take a needle and you, through the needle, you can take the thorn out. But if you will just do on the surface, the sharp of the edge of the needle, if it is on the surface, it doesn't go deep. The thorn will never come out. So the needle, the edge of the needle has to deep where the thorn is. Then you can take it out. Otherwise, it is no meaning. That's why we don't reach anywhere. Suppose a person write a beautiful letter to anyone. He may be his friend, maybe his lover, maybe his wife, maybe his son, daughter, mother, whatever. Writes very beautiful words in it. That a person who will read it will be very much impressed. But think what happened. You misprint the address. Address was not right. So that person never will get your letter. No matter how much beautifully you have written, it is lost because there was something wrong. Wrong was the address was wrong. That's what you need to know. You need to know the whole path, how to walk on it, and how to be one with the mind with it in every action. No matter what you do, it becomes the spirituality. Even you are painting, even you are cleaning your house, even you are cooking, even you are washing your clothes, even you are walking, even you are talking, even your mind becomes one like the sugar in the milk. That is the secret. And you will be surprised. You will arrive to your destination. I will tell you in the end that the day when your heart, innocent heart, with your mind, wholeheartedly enjoy walking on spiritual path, I will tell you certainly the door of ecstasy, the door of bliss will be open for you and you will arrive the destination. That is the secret. Om peace.